Hey, hey, hey. How's it going? I just realized I don't actually have a way to pause the music because this game does not have a window option, unfortunately. So I'm just going to have to go in here, quickly manually pause it. So there we go. How's everyone doing today? Good to see you, Red Flame. How's it going, Spectral? EB Fortune, how you doing today? Alright, I'm going to put the audio back on here. So I have not played this since it first came out. But I have played this before. So that is the reason why I am doing 100% on it. And by the way, Red Flame, I do apologize. I was looking back through to see any missed messages, and I saw several missed messages from you last night, and I apologize. I feel kind of bad. I felt pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. I am doing very well. Okay. So I'm confused. I'm a little surprised that there's not any options for mouse input. Let's see. Okay, so action, jump. I don't want all of that. Tag? Yeah, that all sounds terrible. Let's change this. I don't even know what tag means. Special jump action. Okay, so we want action to be mouse click. Oh, really? It's not going to let me. Interesting. Can I change it to a different input? Oh. Huh. Change device. Okay. Let's see. Move left. Oh, it's gonna make me put each one of these in one by one to do a controller. Okay. Hey, how's it going, Emmanuel? You doing okay today? What? Why does it keep on? Oh, I see. Move left. Nope. It's not weird. It's not. X-axis low, x-axis high. Huh. Apparently. Basically, I just don't want it to. It won't actually let me put mouse inputs in. So it's gonna make me. It's gonna make me use K, J, U, and H. Let me see. Why a change? Let me see. Oh, this is kind of dumb. You can have another join with Parsec. Hams play Star Wars. You can have another join with Parsec. Really? The game gods are trying to tell me something. Apparently. So K, J, U, and H. So it's just wanting me to straight up use full on keyboard here. Wait, okay. Parsec. So I had not heard about that one. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Parsec. I'll have to look into that. I'm just not sure why it's not working with my controller. It's Kratos interfering because he felt left out. I wonder. Are you dropping a hint? I may be a little too dense to pick up the hint. I am quite dense, so that could be what's happening here. I mean, thankfully, it does work fine. I'm just going to need to get used to it. It's just a theory. It's just a theory. A conspiracy theory. Alright, well, there's no real point getting tons of, I do need to figure out how to jump.
Another sci-fi game. You want to come on, bro? You should do ferry route on radar.
Another sci-fi game. It feels a little offensive to call this a sci-fi game. Don't just forget to save using the plastic force. Okay, I am kind of curious. How many of you guys played this when you were a kid? I'm really quite curious. Okay, why can I not select it? Select you? Okay. You had the first game, so did you never played the second one? Okay, I'm gonna skip that so I don't get CMCA'd. Just reinstalled it. How's it going, Betty? You doing alright today? No, man. I feel like the humor level on these first few, where they didn't have any voice lines, they really had to kind of be very creative with their humor, and I really miss that about the later LEGO games. The funny thing is, these games are great, but I think Star Wars. What you think Star Wars is a little cringe? Yeah. You like them better without the voices? I agree. I think they were better without the voices. Totally agree. Having to remember how to... Okay, there we go. Hey, how's it going, real son? Good to see you. Don't they speak in grunts and whatnot? Yeah, they kind of make, like, gestures and, like, general, like, yeah, grunts and very, very minimal amounts of noise, though. Very minimal on the noise. Yeah, that's... I'm going to 100% it. I think because I played it before when I was a kid, I don't think it will be that bad. Because I do remember, and I think I remember enough about it to probably do it fairly quickly. I'm hopeful, at least. That's what I'm hoping for. Although, really what I should be doing, I should be rushing these first, the story missions. And then, worry about all the extra stuff on the when I come back through. Okay. They need to make a 2001 Space Odyssey game. It would have been it would need to be VR. That would be nuts, actually. Yeah, I think Star Wars has definitely become a little bit cringe. I thoroughly enjoyed the first handful of these LEGO games, but they did become a little bit like, okay, we get it, you know how to make a LEGO game, we get it, and they just kept on getting like so. It just felt so repetitive after a while. I think for me, the last one that I played where I was like into it was probably LEGO Lord of the Rings. I think that was the last one for me. Okay, I'm really having a hard time getting used to the controls because I'm having to use the keyboard for everything. You'll be happy to know you can actually take out NPCs in this game. That's true. You can take out NPCs. It just may not do anything, but like they may not actually die. They just respawn. I love how the power-up gives you a purple lightsaber. I think there may be a controller support. I just didn't have enough time. I tried to get to do more setup today, but I just simply did not have time to do all the setup I would normally do. Finally playing a kiddie game. Game over. This is one of those cases where I have absolutely no qualms admitting, yes, this is a game geared for kids, and it's fun as hell. I beat all LEGO Star Wars, but cannot get into the Skywalker Saga, Assassin's Creed level collectibles. That's what I heard about it. I heard the collectible situation in that game was really rough. Because apparently there's just like an insane amount of collectibles that were just obnoxious to even try to collect. Which, like, in these ones, the earlier LEGO games, at least they had the good graces to just give you, like, the Minikits. And that was the main thing that you had to collect. And here's the thing: if you're just rushing through the main story, hopefully I don't get copyrighted. Yeah, I honestly I do suspect that I'm probably gonna get just a slew of DMCA's after this is over. If I'm being honest, it's probably gonna be bad. It's probably gonna be bad. Yeah, Betty, I would totally agree with you about the Skywalker Saga. I played it, and I dropped it, I think, before I finished movie 1. Because it just, I don't know, it just didn't hold the same magical little panache that the earlier LEGO games had. So I dropped it after, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 missions, and I was like, I'm just not having as much fun as I was hoping to. So that took, what, like 10 minutes? 10 minutes to complete the first mission? Skywalker Saga is the definition of bloat. I'll tell you what, there's almost no bloat in this game. Like, it moves the story along. And yes, it does have collectibles, but it's not ad nauseum. But the real fun in this game only starts after you've completed the main story, and you get to come back and do all the fun stuff. That, for me, is the part I remember enjoying the most. I gotta tell you, it is really awkward playing this with keyboard only. What is everyone's favorite Star Wars character? If you say anyone except for Jar Jar, you're wrong. Okay, for a long time it was Mace Windu, and I stand by that. If he wasn't, like, a third of the entire world's favorite Star Wars character, then it would still be Mace Windu. But as it stands, because Mace Windu is overpicked by so many people, I actually really like Ki-Adi-Mundi. Maul is super cool. Grievous is super cool. The new Lego Batman. I haven't seen anything about the new Lego Batman. But yeah, it is definitely nice if you're just blazing through the story so that you can get access to the rest of the characters. It really does not take long at all to actually beat the main portion of the game. It only takes long if you are trying to like collect as you go. That's when it takes a lot of time. Vader Grievous. Or Grievous. Yeah, I can't do that one. Okay, come on. That's what I get for trying to collect stuff. Now, if it's this obvious, then yeah, I'll go ahead and collect it because it's literally right there. How many nights do I think this will take? If I had to guess, I think I could probably do it in 4, maybe. I'll be surprised if it takes me longer than 4 nights. Yeah, this is the Steam version. You would love Shadows of the Empire, an N64 PC Star Wars game that you get to fly around as jetpack as a rogue mercenary. I've heard about it. I have heard about that game, actually. But yeah, I have not played it, but I've heard about it. Jar Jar. Okay, how many people here are familiar with the Jar Jar theory concerning Darth Jar Jar? Yeah, Darth Binks, exactly. Yeah. Is there anybody that's not familiar with it? Okay. And that's the end of level 2. I would love for you to mansplain Darth Jar Jar. Actually, not joking, tell us. Dark counterpart to Yoda. Okay, so there was this, since Real Sun asked so nicely, even though I still slightly think that he's trolling. So there was this video that was released, probably by this point, maybe 10 years ago at this, or something, probably close to 10 years ago at this point. Where somebody went through all of the evidence in the first movie, and the second movie, actually, to kind of put together a theory about why they suppose or think that Jar Jar was originally intended to be the Sith Emperor. Before Palpatine took over. Now, the reason that there's actually a lot of compelling evidence for it that I personally am a fan of the theory, and I do choose to believe that it was originally the case. Mainly because it's fun, but also because there's some pretty significant evidence for it. So to go through some of the evidence for the Darth, as I recall, and granted, okay, forgive me if I have this a little off because I have not seen this video in probably it's probably been 10 years. Whenever it first came out, I've only watched it once. So if I am rusty on the specifics, bear with me. But first things first, Jar Jar is shown to be using Jedi level jumps in the first movie. So when they get to the water the first time to go to the Gungan village, he does this like triple, quadruple, quintuple backflip thing into the water. And you never once in any other Star Wars property do you ever see somebody jump like that that is not a Jedi. Not once. With the exception of Jar Jar. To include the rest of his entire race. They get to have an entire combat sequence involving the Gungans at the end of the movie, and you never once see any other Gungan jump like that either. So that's like, you know, little tiny piece of evidence, number one. Secondly, and I would say probably more convincingly, every single time that there is a big major story development decision that is made in The Phantom Menace, every single time, almost, I think, actually, every time I know of, that a major story development happens, Jar Jar can be seen in the background. Wait, chill. Jar Jar can be seen in the background, waving his hand, just like you would see from, oh, it's one of these. Just like you would see from a Jedi who is doing Jedi mind trick. So, if you go in, like, for instance, the point where Palpatine is given control of the Senate, or given wartime powers. I don't know why I'm wasting my time with this. You can see, hey, how's it going, Kaz? Good to see you. So when Palpatine is given wartime powers, you can see Jar Jar waving his hand like this, and actually some people go as far as to say that he's actually mouthing the words for Amidala for her. You can actually kind of see him mouthing the words. Vincent Vendetta original, yeah, he does a much better job explaining it than obviously I'm gonna do, because I haven't seen the video in a decade probably, or whenever it came out. But yeah, you can see Jar Jar like constantly waving his hand as though he's a Jedi doing a mind trick. There's also a what was one of the other ones? I'm trying to remember. There was something else. Jar Jar is the Space Hitler. There's also several like actual interviews that have very questionable comments being made in terms of people thinking that they were talking about Jar Jar. Like there is one, and this is legitimate. He actually, George Lucas himself is on recording saying that, and I'm gonna try to remember the quote as best I can. But George Lucas quite literally said, Jar Jar is the key to this entire movie. If we can get him right, this will all work. Or something to that effect. I don't remember the exact wording, but it was something to the effect of Jar Jar is the key to everything. Now, the reason why people think that they scrapped the idea is while they were obviously going for making Jar Jar as cringy as, you know, or kind of as awkward as possible, I don't think they were expecting him to have come off as cringy as he did. And once people kind of realized, once George Lucas and the rest of, you know, Lucasfilm realized that they had made this super cringy character that nobody liked, theory is that they changed their mind at that point because of basically getting cold feet and thinking that they had made a mistake. And so that is the reason why they think they dropped the idea. Now, another piece of evidence that I think is kind of interesting. Did anybody ever find it a little bit random? Count Dooku's introduction. They thought he'd be cute and awkward, not annoying and punchable. Exactly. Did anybody think that Count Dooku's random inclusion in the second movie was, well, random? This theory postulates that yes, he was very kind of pulled out of left field because he wasn't originally intended to be in the position he was in. In theory, it was originally supposed to be Jar Jar and Palpatine in the position that Dooku and Palpatine were in. So, because they got cold feet, they had to find a new stand-in for the position that Dooku ends up filling. So they brought in, they had to find a new person for the position. Somebody oh gosh, I can't speak. They had to fill the spot that Jar Jar vacated because they changed their mind. So they brought in somebody random, aka Dooku, to fill the slot. Spoilers, yes. Spoilers for a 21-year-old movie. Or actually, yeah, it came out. The game came out in. Well, no, the movie came out in 2001. But Attack of the Clones came out in 2002, or was it 2003? Jar Jar being the key to everything is because he is a friendly fool, slipping and tripping through his adventure, heavily flawed but charming, making him more relatable to the average viewer. I don't know that. Have you ever met a single person? Can't too upset about spoilers if one hasn't seen it. That's true. That is true. Have you ever met a single person who felt like Jar Jar was relatable? Because I have not. I suppose it's theoretically possible, but I have definitely not encountered anybody who finds Jar Jar relatable. I thought the prequels were from the 90s. Weird, I barely remember them being in theaters because I was born in 93. I think Star Wars... I think Phantom Menace... I think the Phantom Menace may have been 1999. But I know that Revenge of the Sith came out in 2000... no, 2006. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 came out in 99, 02, and 05. Okay, 05. Okay, so it was 05, not 06. Cause, how are you doing today, by the way? Probably because the people he can relate to are probably spending most days licking windows or eating crayons. A lot of people are awkward and find themselves in unfamiliar situations where they don't always fit in or know what to do. Relatable to Jar Jar. I mean, that's like... I suppose I'd be saying that a cat could relate to a lion in that case, because like Jar Jar is the extreme hyperbolic, comical extent of that character trait. I understand somebody who, you know, is awkward and does awkward things. I get that, but Jar Jar is kind of like all of that turned to a nth degree of those traits. No, okay, I didn't say related. I said relating to lions. It's like, yes, technically, they are both... Yeah, that's... I use that specifically because they are related. But saying that a cat relating to a lion is like saying, oh, hey, I identify with that lion because we're both felines. It's like, okay, sure. But one of you is on a different level. A very different level. Oh, I agree. It does make for good banter. I'm always down for some good chit-chat. Yes, I did know that cats and lions are both mammals. Of course, that is. I'm assuming that there's a lead in to a joke here. Now, I will say, this is one right here that there's no reason not to go ahead and max it out. This race felt crazy as a kid. Did any of you guys ever play the PS1 Pod Racer game? Because that is one video game I did actually play as a kid. Was the PS1 Pod Racer game. It was amazing. While reading zoo books in 1998. Oh my gosh. How did you get my curriculum, dude? It's kind of uncomfortable. Shoot, I missed that one. Your brother did, and you watched? Dude, it was not easy. That was a challenging racing game. You played the N64 one, it was wild? Yeah, it was. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. The Dreamcast had the best pod racer, if you remember. I never played that one. Because, as you know, I'm allergic to the Dreamcast. As you well know. Is this pod racing? This is actually pod racing. Legitimately. This is pod racing. Oh, come on, I missed it. Okay. It's brick racing. I said the line. I said the line. This level gave you nightmares as a kid? Was it just like because you found it hard? Like, you just had a hard time with it? Or was there another reason? It's brick racing, no, Zach. That's being a drug lord. I hope he didn't play Silent as hell as a kid. Just hard, couldn't do it. That's what older brothers are for. Fair enough. What are your thoughts on the new Star Fox? Haven't seen. I have not seen it yet. Maybe I should look at it at the end of this, at some point during the stream. Maybe at the end of the stream, I might look at it. Here's the thing. So this is something I'm encountering as I'm getting through some of these games. It seems like the newer the game, the less information there is that people have dug up about, which makes sense. There's less information that I can find about a lot of these, and when I say newer games, obviously grain of salt, because this is still 20 years old, 21 years old, but there's just not nearly as the treasure trove of kind of fun information I've been able to dig up on some of these newer games. Like, by contrast, any of the Final Fantasy games, holy cow, people have picked and looked over so many of the so many of the newer, like, or the older, like, Final Fantasy games and Legend of Zelda games, that they have found everything that can be found. But I guess because a lot of people are less passionate about some of these other games, they just don't get the same attention that, like, Final Fantasy and Legend of Zelda games do get. So they just don't get nearly as many people digging into, you know, oh, hey, let's see what kind of stuff was cut out. All that kind of stuff. The new Star Fox looks too realistic and less stylized, uncanny, if you will. I had a feeling that was probably going to be the direction it went when you asked me to check it out. I suspected that may have been the case. Alright, R2-D2, come on, let's go. I think, now that you mention it, I think I have seen some screenshots recently, because I do seem to recall very recently having an influx of pictures about Star Fox. Nope, not doing that. I was curious if there was something hidden over there. I'm so glad they're doing a remake of Star Fox 64. They should have done years ago. /sarcasm. Man, if only I knew what /sarcasm meant, that would be really helpful. You know, I think for that joke to have worked better, I probably would have needed to say, I wish I knew what /s meant. Zach, I'm sure that for some guy out there, you are that girl. Alright, let's see. What's this? Just coins, okay. Or studs, not coins. Need to get my terminology right. Dang it. So the how long to beat on this? He's literally evading. What do you mean? The how long to beat on this says that it's like 30 hours, but I strongly suspect no. We can go head to head on Clicker Heroes to see the real is. Is this not the room I'm supposed to be in? Maybe it's not. I might not need to be here. It might be the wrong spot. I think usually it's better if you actually look good, though, in terms of the whole like money making thing. I think looking decent helps. We can go head to head in Clicker Heroes to see who the real man is. I feel like honestly the manliest thing I could do in that situation is to just save quit as soon as the challenge started and just let you win. I honestly feel like that would be the manliest possible thing I could do. My looks maxing journey? What? What does that even mean? I've heard, like, I understand what each individual word in that sentence means, but putting it together in that string, or in that series, does not make any sense. No, I actually don't know. I've never heard that phrase before. If it is actually a phrase, I'm not familiar with it. Very good thing that I know. So, see, that has me concerned about what you may have been implying. It's slang for Zoomers with internet-induced body dysphoria? The implication being that I have body dysphoria? I'm not sure how you'd get there, but okay. Looks maxing is like a glow-up, doing whatever you can to look attractive. Bro, if I even gave, like, a second's thought to what I look like... I mean, okay, that's actually not strictly speaking true. I do technically, take a look... I do usually do this. So that is a second. So that's not strictly speaking accurate. The polos? Well, that's just for work. These are, I literally have, like, Clavicular is a big looks maxing guy, and he's legit on meth. They're all weird druggies. Gosh. Shut up, cause. I am now realizing how uncomfortable I am with compliments. I did not realize until just now. Skincare, clothes, body language, posture, facial expressions, everything together. It sounds like a bucket of cringe right there. Small characters. Oh, do I just have to... Oh, I just have to go up and press it. I got it. And as for the polos, real son, when it's a bloke to a bloke, it's different. As for the polos, when you have like six or eight shirts total, and that's literally all you have is just like 8 shirts that you clean and rotate through once a week, basically. Yeah. It's how everything ties together. Yeah, I literally could not care less about that. Would not care less. If it puts, you know, if it would help pay off, you know, my mortgage, or if it would do jack against, you know, helping putting gas in my car, then sure, okay. But as it stands, that doesn't do jack to helping me with any of that stuff. So I don't care. Okay, how do I control? How do I shift? Give me your best Watto saying, I'm dying. I'm dying, Annie. I'm a dying. Oh, no. Wait. I'm a dying, Annie. Let's see. That was awful. Okay, the second one was a little better. It was a little better. It was awful. I loved it. That's Emphysema Mario. Do I shave my face for my own personal comfort for work, or because your lady likes it better? That's a good question. First off, I need to shave more often because I'm really bad about staying on top of that. But man, my job doesn't matter. I mean, in terms of having clean hair, like like clean shaven face, that doesn't really matter in that sense. Okay, come on, dude. Oh, this is problematic. I need. Why can I not? How do I get? You shave for the love of the game. How do I get player 2 to go away? Okay, so I can just control. Oh, that's weird. That is super weird. How do I turn off player 2? Trying to do that. Options, no. Unfortunately, because it's not windowed, I can't actually minimize out of the game to find this out. Because I need to turn off player 2. Let me think. Extras. Adaptive difficulty on. Gosh, I'm gonna have to, yeah, I literally can't do this with it because the 2-player is turned on. I gotta figure out how to turn 2-player off. Because I cannot, my hands have to be in 4 places at once to do that if I have 2-player on. Star Wars, the Complete Saga. How to turn off 2-player. Use the controller to pause the game and select drop out from the pause menu. There we go. Okay. Oh, you turd. Knocked me off. You're thinking of going pure mustache, but it could get in the way of your... Oh, come on. Some bull crap. That's some bull crap. Anakin, can you get out of my way? They can't force lift stuff below them. Yeah, it is kind of goofy. Come on. Come on, my dude. Come on, my dude. It's a simple task. Come on. Get up here. Go opposite, everything but mustache. Okay. Yeah, just have everything around, but have a clear, there's a term for that. I just remembered, there is actually an official term for that. I don't remember what it is. But, it's not chops. What is it? And they get really, really long sideburns. Amish. We can make fun of them because if they're in chat, they're not Amish. Yeah. No Amish person should be able to be offended by it because they're not going to see the comment. It's a very good point. Really just remarkably well thought out. Dutch beard. That may be it. Ah, gotcha. Alright, well, hey, Pork Belly, it's good to see you as always. Hope you're having a good one. And I hope you and yours are doing well. You're shocked that mustaches are back in style? You know what I am shocked that is back in style? Fanny packs. Never would have guessed that fanny packs would make a comeback. And yet, they have. May God deliver us from technology and mustaches. They're very popular among NRL players. If you're into the Australian footy, I have not gotten into Australian footy. Are you going to run through everything one time, then replay, or are you going to 100% on each episode and move into the next? The thing is, okay, so my preference usually would be to get 100% on each episode as I go, but unfortunately you can't do that. You have to have certain characters unlocked to be able to do a lot of the extra the extra stuff. So without having access to certain characters, it's impossible. So you basically have to go at least through the first no codes, yeah. Well, I suppose there might be some codes, but if there are, I don't know about them. Come on. Any favorite sport teams? If I had to pick one, which, like, massive grain of salt here, because sports isn't really my thing. But if I had to pick one, I'd go with probably OU. OU football. There's like 30th codes for a lot of the characters and ships. You can get most organically. Yeah, I'm planning on doing everything organically. That is the general idea. There's like, did I go to university? No. Well, I mean, not traditional university. I went to a community college for a time, and then long after I dropped out of community college, I became very, very academic after leaving college. So that was kind of interesting. Was not expecting that. But that is how kind of how it happened for me. Okay, where is... Here we go. Okay, where am I supposed to go? Oh, you were talking to Zach? Oh, okay, I got you. They give you the powers, characters with the necessary powers in free play to do everything. True, but you have to have those characters unlocked first. If you don't have the characters that have the certain powers unlocked, then you can't do it. So, for instance, if you don't have a bounty hunter, then there's a whole section, a whole set of things that you can't do. If you, and you also, they specifically keep you from getting a Dark Jedi until the end of the first trilogy. Alright, time to fight Maul. Maul! Instead of Khan. Or wait, do you get access to Darth Maul here? Double-bladed. Whoa, double-bladed lightsaber. Please tell me, somebody tell me they know that reference. I'm really, really hoping you know that reference. Man, Qui-Gon Jinn's got to teach us that super fancy, way that he's doing those jumps. Because it is nifty. It's real nifty. I also appreciate that they didn't even pretend to try and make this set look like Legos. They were just like, nah. We're just building the set like it looks in the movies, approximately. We're not gonna pretend like it looks like Legos.
Roger, roger.
I don't know why that didn't work. Do I even need to kill these guys? I don't actually know. Okay, apparently I do, yes. Ah, come on. And Maul. What as a kid I thought was your final moment, but just turned out to be basically Disney not knowing how to let a villain die. For all intents and purposes. Bro, hey, can you let me go get this mini kit real quick? And stop attacking me, please? If you don't mind. It'd be great. It'd be real swell if you could do that. Just real swell. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, so I cannot get up to... I can't get up to him now. I love how they just, for Qui-Gon Jinn, they just separate his torso and his legs. I love how his legs are kind of like dancing in the background. Alright, that is Phantom Menace complete. In about an hour. It's not bad. Definitely, I mean, for not having played it in like 20 years. I haven't watched a Disney movie since Up. Wow. That is, that's quite the stretch of time. Shoot, that's gonna be another DMCA right there. Man, I'm gonna have so many sections I'm gonna have to cut out from this. Like I'm gonna have to do so much trimming. All right, before I start the Clone Wars, I'm gonna go take a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll keep going. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, I will be right back. See you soon. Alright. And we're back. Fortunately, I have to optimize the game each time I pull the music up. Alright, let's keep going. Oh. Oh, view select. Hey, the shiny one! How's it going? Hope you're having a good one. So you haven't watched a Disney movie since Up. We played this song in band, which was great. Lost interest in the company after, that's fair. The oldest Zoomers are 30. No. Are they really? Are there Zoomers that are actually 30? Oh, I forgot about this. This is another one that doesn't technically take any... You don't have to have anything special to get this 100% initially. Fire torpedoes at... Okay, so use J to fire at torpedo. Where are the torpedo targets? Isn't that supposed to be destroying that thing? We have our niches, which is we're composed of parts of previous niches. It's how it always goes. You can find gold if you look hard enough. Just prefer being stuck in the past for the most part. It just feels way cooler and more rocky. See, for me, in my music taste, I am perpetually and, permanently stuck in the past. Which is, I mean, it's okay, but I feel like I have a hard time, connecting with a lot of people on music because of my music taste. Now, obviously, there are people that like classical music. But I'm definitely not the majority. I didn't read your magnum opus. Okay, I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. Don't worry. All right, let's go over here. I subjectively agree. Hey Ham Marino, Hey Ham Taro, Hey Ham Baramba. Hey Ham, the man with the plan in the van, you better brand the llama before he runs you over with the aforementioned van. Oh my gosh. That was awesome. That was awesome. I was like, my brain was racing just to try and keep up with what I was reading. Yay. Yay. Bars. It's just spitting bars. I'm gonna guess your favorite groups are the Eagles and the Beach Boys. No, if I had to list off my favorite musical artists of all time, It would be Liszt, Rachmaninoff, Chopin, yeah, that'd probably be the list right there. Oh, come on, it's not gonna let me do it. Dude, come on. R. Kelly's biggest fan. Come on, can you go fly over the thing? Fly over the thing. R. Kelly is my biggest fan? Dude, why can I not fly over this thing? Oh my gosh. What is going on? I cannot hit this thing. There we go. Good lord. Let's do it, Zach. Is there another one? Why is it not turning over? What is happening? Oh, those are blocks on it. I see. Ah, there is one more. There we go. Is this where the fun begins? Real Son, when you're here, the fun is always here. It's already begun if you're here. Words. English language. Cheesy compliments. That's me. That is my my main type of music that I listen to is classical. Wait, what's the line? Am I not picking up a reference? Hey, do you guys want to hear? Okay, I know this is like kind of left field for a lot of people. How's it going, Gregorio? Do I like David Garrett? David Garrett. I'm not placing the name in my brain memory bank. David Garrett who is that? I mean, obviously, I guess the answer would be no, but only because I'm not sure who that is. Yeah, I was gonna say, do you guys want me to play for you what, in my opinion, is the single most impressive section of classical music, or impressive in my personal opinion? There's a particular classical piece. You just sent the reference in. If he is a Renaissance violin, oh, a Renaissance violin, then that makes me think that Ethereal Babe may be familiar with it. Play it, but mute the game lasers. Yeah, I'll definitely quiet down the game music. Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up. I'm gonna have to minimize the game for a second so I can pull it up. Just a moment. I'll play a couple of my favorites. You just have a lot of music. So Ethereal or Zach, you might want to look up David Garrett. Gregorio is mentioning that he has a Renaissance violin, so it might be something you might like. Okay, I'm going to pause this for just a second. I am going to pull up this particular piece. Because, so this classical piece, it's one of my favorites. Now, the entire song is okay. Like, the song is, or the piece is fine. But there's a particular section of the piece that is, in my opinion, one of the most phenomenal sections of classical music ever written. So I'm going to play this, and I'll mute the game audio. I'm probably going to get a DMCA. But that's fine. All right, so the first part of this song, the first part of this piece is okay, and it's beautiful. But there's one specific section towards the end that is just, to me, absolutely mind-blowing. So I will need to talk a little bit so I don't get a DMCA claim here. So I'll just need to kind of like chat here a little bit. Honestly, I'm probably still gonna get a claim on it anyway. We'll see. I'm tempted to go ahead and skip to the section I'm referring to. So this is La Campanella by Liszt. He's amazing, by the way. I do kind of wish that I had the piano playing on screen, because it is really, really wild to actually watch his fingers, like the artist that's playing in this. It's really kind of amazing to watch his playing of it. It's very impressive. Okay, so we're getting closer. This is not the part. Now we're getting into the meat of it. Come on. And now we're getting into more of the meat. Okay, we're almost there. Here we come. Here it comes. This is one of my favorite pieces of music right there. One second, I'm gonna mess and pull this back up. Close this back out. All right. Pull this back up. Hydrate. Thank you, Crisis. All right, one second. I gotta fix a few things because I had to make it all wonky. This music doesn't sing right. That's Nep. It was not definitely not right. All right, let's pull the music back up now that I finished playing that. All right, cool. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I know a lot of people don't vibe with classical music, but that is one of my personal favorites. Star Wars would be better if it had that style of music. You think Star Wars would be better if it had classical music? I was wondering if there was a copyright issue. I just joined at the weird time. Yeah, so, well, I mean, there is going to be copyright issues for sure. No, I'm definitely going to have some copyright problems. Because Star Wars is so insanely protected with its music. He has a vibe, makes me calm. Man, yeah. There's two other pieces that I may play at some point that are also favorites of mine. Heard of a glass harmonica or a theremin? I have not. One of Mordecai shows right that obscure hand, real son. Wait. Let me go back. Giving Cohen's masterpiece vibes. Top shelf wine. Wait, spectral. So I'm going back and reading earlier. So you're saying Ham's the type of dude to listen to classical music while sipping top shelf wine. Wine. I was wondering if you did that intentionally or not. You bet Accidente would love that. Wait, why did they not? Why aren't they all on? What is going on? The turret should be working. Okay, I'm a little confused. Come on, Django. Hello there. There we go. So there is another piece that actually has one of the more interesting backstories behind it. And actually, it's one of the reasons it's one of my favorite pieces is because of the backstory. There is a piece of music made by Rachmaninoff where he basically had a dream the night before, and in the dream he was at a funeral. And as he's, doing what was, what is appropriate and going through the line to go in and pay your respects to the person in the coffin at the funeral, he's kind of working up the line, going up the line. And as he's getting closer and closer to this coffin, this sense of doom is kind of coming over him. And based on the level of cringe that I felt watching it, I'm gonna say no, Zach. Just basically, so he's getting closer and closer to the viewing coffin, and feeling this just overwhelming sense of doom building in his heart. Then he gets to the coffin and opens it up, and it is himself, and he's actually looking at his own corpse in this viewing coffin. And so he actually wrote this piece the day after. I believe it was in the single day. That particular part of the story I could be wrong on, but I seem to remember it being a single day in which he wrote it. And he essentially hates the piece. He absolutely hates it. But it became one of his most famous pieces. So he was constantly being asked to play it at events. And but he hated to do it. Because every time he played it, although everybody else loved it, it always made him think about it always made him think about dying. Oh my gosh. It's not that I just didn't get it. I don't know, I just didn't think it was I just didn't think it was funny. I didn't understand it. What was there like context or a backstory behind it? Making Jedi Master with this one? No, definitely not. No, I'm not going to worry about any of the collection stuff until after I've completed the main storyline. Okay, I understand that you like it, but is there like a backstory behind it, or like some context that would help me like get the joke? Death is a good reminder of respect and urgent. Urgency. I gotcha. I gotcha. Oh, no. Whoops. So, Zach, to clarify, I think the specific reason why I'm not like concerned or anything about it. It's more just like you'd have like 2 people who are in on the joke, and everybody else just like, what the heck is this? Okay, what the heck? Where is my Jedi dude? Where's my Jedi dude? Where are you guys? I need to... find a way over here. R2-D2, can you please come over here? There he is. Well, more like I was more laughing in the sense of like, what the heck did I just watch? That was kind of more the mainly because I just didn't understand it, so I was like, you know, like, because R2 is certified oh, our R2-D2 is absolutely a certified baddie. 100%. No doubt about it. Oop, no, that's not gonna work. What are the shorts of Battlefront I'm seeing in YouTube? I'm not sure. I didn't make any shorts about Battlefront, so I'm not sure what those would be. If R2-D2 and C-3PO are both clankas, not... I get it. I get it, Spectral. I do get it.
Brother, I blame the Helldivers 2 Discord server for that one.
In the coming war of beans versus rice, which side are you fighting on? I'm fighting on the rice. I'm fighting for the rice side. Which conveniently is also the right side. I'm a rice stan. You'd see me die before I betray beans. See, here's the thing. I love beans. But I eat rice way more than I eat beans. Way more often. I'll cry a bit when I murk you. You're eating both rice and beans? Oh, there you go. Is it like a jambalaya situation or something like that? Wait, no, beans aren't in jambalaya. What's the dish? Just like rice and beans together. They go together. They do go together. They don't have to be at war. It doesn't have to be, you know. It doesn't have to be a war. Rice and beans not being together would ruin Jamaica. It would ruin Jamaica and Mexico, for sure. There's so many dishes that are, you know, rice and beans are a staple of. I'm not gonna survive the war with that attitude. I'm more of a bean eater than a rice enjoyer. I got a lot of mess in this bowl, and that's just two of what's in here. I think your body starts to shut down if you eat only beans. But people survive off of rice in hard times, right? That is true. Rice has been a... Well, I mean, I don't know. Beans have protein, and... yeah, you can definitely survive off beans. There's a reason that both of them have been, you know, basically staples of survival food. Storage, because you can literally live... Like, if you had rice and beans together, I think that you would basically... I don't know, would you actually have... Would you have any notable, like, life-threatening deficiencies? Or just like, hey, you're maybe not as healthy as you could be? I don't know that you would actually have any life-threatening deficiencies. People's bodies do shut down, and it doesn't mean they die, so I never implied you couldn't survive. I think there's an implication when using the term shut down. That it's like, you know, shut down. Best beans, I do like me a good pinto bean. I'm rather partial to, you know, I think pinto bean. I think I would say pinto bean. Yeah. I'm trying to think about it, and like I'm trying to think if there's any bean I enjoy more than pinto beans. You know of Liam? Baked beans is the only answer for you. Okay, have any of you ever had the good gracious luck to be to a restaurant called Taco Bueno? Dende knows. By the way, Accidente, how are you doing today? Heard of Taco Bueno, but I don't think we have them here. So, there are a bunch of like taco trucks in our area, because we actually have a very, very dense Mexican population. So we have some really good Mexican food here. But one thing that's interests me, good gracious luck would be a great name for beans. One thing that interests me is there is one particular fast food restaurant called Taco Bueno that makes better refried beans than any Mexican restaurant or street taco truck or, you know, street food vendor I've ever had. Yeah, it's in like Texas and Oklahoma for sure. But it's better than any I've ever had. And to the point where it ruined refried beans from any normal restaurant, like Mexican restaurant or street vendor or taco truck I've been to. It has legitimately ruined refried beans everywhere else for me because they are that good. So, if you ever get a chance, just go and look up, just go look up Taco Bueno if you're ever in the, Texas, Oklahoma area, and you will be treated to Some of the best refried, probably some of the best refried beans you'll ever have. If you have a taco truck, just name it the best taco truck in town. Boom, promise. Yep. Always love a good bean conversation. And I don't have enough bean conversations in my life. I need to have more. I actually want to try a refried recipe that the Liam guy reviewed once from his other guy's video. Hey, how's it going, Daniel? Good to see you. I'm a bean. Okay. I don't know why you would say something so hurtful, but, you know, all the power to you, I suppose. It's a solid investment plan. Take my money. Yeah. Ooh, man, you're making cookies again? Man, I need more cookies in my life. Actually, physically, I need less cookies in my life. My heart wants more cookies in my life, though. No winning here. No winning here. Yeah, seriously, can you grab me one? Be a bro. Oh, I can't get through there yet. You're all the way into share with class. Yeah. Where the heck are they? There's one. Another one over here. When's the okay, I am actually curious. Do you guys think there's a way logistically to make that actually work? Like, I would be down if there's a way to make it actually work. We all agree to just have, like, long distance pizza together. I mean, you know, sure, why not? You gotta hype it up for like 2 weeks. It really, that's not a bad idea, honestly. So what it could be, you know what would be kind of fun is that could be watch The Incredibles on Discord. Why? I mean, like, I love The Incredibles. Absolutely love The Incredibles. But why The Incredibles? That's a 10 out of 10 idea, to be honest. It actually is a pretty good idea. Email and invite out. Not slash sarcasm. Dude, you're speaking... Yeah, you better take that /S out of the equation here, buddy.
Don't question this movie choice.
I'm allowed to question whatever I want, Spectral. Bro, why can I not bounce one of these back at him? Do I need to switch over to somebody else to shoot him instead? That's on brand, that's the real one.
Okay, tough guy, take it easy. You're playing Lego Star Wars, bro.
Okay, tough guy, take it easy, man. Why is he not able to hit, like, rebound these? Oh, is it because his stuff is, like, stronger or whatever? I think it's because his stuff is stronger. Where is he going? There he is. There we go. I'm gonna get White Castle burgers that night just to call it because you're, yeah, because you like to mess things up. You know. Fair enough. It is it's a great movie. So here, okay, actually, so legitimately, like, actually, I'm kind of thinking about this, and legitimately, if I were to do that, what I'd probably want to do is try to, set up some kind of like a juice bar.
They knocked it out of the park with no voice acting.
Yeah. Set up some kind of like a, the juice bar or ham juice gaming community fund, so that people who would like to partake but may not be in a financial position to just go drop, spare money on pizza that they otherwise would love to partake in, then maybe we could set up some kind of a community fund for people who might not be able to afford it. I mean, it definitely would be a lot of effort, but I really what it would come down to is, I mean, we'd have to have a certain number of people that were willing to front, some pizza for people, or like maybe if like a couple people are willing to front some pizza for a couple people, then we can at least open the door for some others. Things will get pretty sad if you try that. I just had a night where you have pizza and invite others to join. Yeah, okay, that could be, I mean, I don't know, I just was trying to make sure, or not make sure, but I was trying to consider any way that I could make it as, available to anybody as possible. Because, I mean, there's definitely, people who might not be able to afford it, and that is life. That is how that sadly works sometimes. That's true. They could get a frozen pizza for $5. Yeah, that's not bad. Bomb destroy this? Yes, it can. It could feel kind of sad if like nobody pitched in. I understand that. That's true, you can add your own stuff to make it better. That's true. I'll tell you what, like, there are a few foods out there that freeze as well as pizza does. Oh yeah, frozen pizza with balsamic glaze is absolutely amazing. I mean, honestly, just balsamic glaze in general on pizza is like one of the best toppings out there. Shoot! Dadgummit. Yes, balsamic glaze on pizza is amazing. If you have never had it, you are missing out. Balsamic glaze is phenomenal. A group dinner stream? Yeah, kind of, that's what we're talking about. Is doing like a group pizza party at some point. You know, basically, we could figure out a way to, like, I don't know, watch a movie or something together, and everybody has pizza, and we just chill and have a good time. You know, obviously, I think it could be kind of funny to watch a movie that we could just like trash talk the movie. We only unmute while chewing. That is diabolical. Has anyone ever tried a submarine dressing? It's oil and oh yes, it is really good. A pizza and Star Wars marathon. Actually, that sounds kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, if we were like to specifically watch a bad movie, just so that we can watch The Room. Oh gosh, watch a bad movie so we can just trash talk it the whole time. Oh, you rat turd! No. There we go. Goodness gracious, that was. So we're watching Star Wars then. Oh hi, Mark. Oh hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Dude, that movie is something else. FNAF 1 would be fun. Oh my gosh. I forgot they made that movie. I totally forgot that was even a movie. Oh, or the Borderlands movie. The Borderlands movie was I heard it was absolutely trash. The original Nosferatu, it's over 100 years old now. Oh my goodness. That's a you know what would be a really funny movie to watch? Even though it's not bad, but it would be funny to watch. Would be Young Frankenstein with gosh, what's his name? The original Nosferatu is actually good. God damn it, these stupid lasers are brutal. Are you talking about Peter Capaldi? Oh, Peter Boyle? Dadgummit. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on, but there are some of those movies are actually surprisingly good. Like RRR, for instance. What is it? Revolt, Revolution, Resist, or something, whatever it stands for. Like, RRR is actually amazing. What about a movie called Rubber? Not Flubber? I'm talking about kung fu movies were never released in the US and they had terrible English from English. Okay, hold on. I think I may have, like, the peak movie. Kung Fu Hustle. Kung Fu Hustle would be legendary. If you've never seen Kung Fu Hustle, oh boy. Oh boy. So a movie called Rubber. I've never heard of that one before. Literally just a tire going around the desert. Murder spree? Are you serious? So there's just a movie about a tire, a psychopathic tire. Bahubali is a very entertaining movie. I'm not familiar with that one. That just means they're not American. Why you gotta call him out like that? Yeah, Spectral's like, I believe you. It's dead set, it's just that and it's horrendous. That's really funny. Rubber's a Netflix original B-movie type crap. Do-ba-da-ba-dum. Bum 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 ba da bum ba da bum. Why is he not taking damage? Dooku. Ah! Oh no, my hand. Toxic Adventure, the original. Always wanted to see that. Alright, Yoda. You ready to just absolutely trounce on this fool?
I wonder what Georgie thinks of the Lego Star Wars games.
Well, I'll tell you this much. When I was researching this, I found out. Did you know that it is literally the... It is the highest selling Star Wars game of all time. You hate that? You hate that it's the highest selling Star Wars game of all time? I'll take that as a compliment. It's a good game. It is a good game.
Not surprised. Legos, Star Wars, and nostalgia sells after all.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Alright. Attack of the Clones. Finished. I actually legitimately think that Kung Fu Hustle might be like the best. The best all-around movie for a kind of community parties, pizza party movie night.
I don't remember the vehicle segments.
For a few
Did
different
they add them
reasons.
to the PC version?
The vehicle segment, well, some of the vehicle segments. I know the pod race was in the very original game, but there's a couple of the vehicle segments that were added in the Complete Saga. But anyway, yeah, I do think that wait, question mark. Episode 2 bonus. Character bonus. Super story. What is this? What is this? So I have like a timed bonus? I've never played this before. Wait, no, okay, hold on. No, this... I've already done this map. I already did this level. Right? But you can put me in handcuffs, I'll manage. Okay, hold on. Oh, it's about doing it in under a time limit. That's why. So you must unlock something if you... Oh, and I have to collect studs as well? Oh, I'm gonna need, like, the magnet or something to do that. I don't know how I'm gonna collect this.
I actually like the setting and themes of Star Wars. It's the execution, though, that makes it come across as corny rather than trying to actually be deep.
I would generally agree with that. So is the challenge... Okay, so it's not a time race. It's a challenge to get to 100,000. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and go back. Because I don't... Yeah, I think the execution is hands down the problem. So there's... Episode 2 bonus. Best time, high score. And then a minikit bonus. Character bonus, best time 5 minutes. Geonosis. Lego Yoda's avatar. Oh, so this is just...
Star Wars Shadows of the Empire for the Nintendo 64 is the best Star Wars game of all time.
I mean, this is one way to get a lot of studs.
Now I
really
wonder,
quick,
how many people think this game is better than the movie Stinking Face?
How many people think that this game is better than the movie? Man, I don't know. That's a tough one to answer. I don't know. Because I bet you there are a lot of people who do prefer it. Because
I don't know, but I think someone just shed my pants.
Glad to hear it. Not glad that it happened, but glad to hear it.
I just shed Biden's
Hey, how's it going,
pants.
Ash? It's good to see you. The Connect Star Wars was the best Star Wars game of all time.
Real son, you rascal, my pants immediately.
What does this button do? Ash, how's your day going? Yep, Ash.
Star Wars games are all the ones I didn't play because I don't care.
That's fair. It's going okay. Are you not feeling well right now? Oh, you dislocated your shoulder? Sheesh. I'm sorry. From a workout. There's nothing back here. Yeah, I am sorry to hear about that. I hope it heals well and quickly.
Don't be sad it's over. Be sad that it happened.
What is the point of this? Just to make lots and lots of studs? Don't need a controller for Connect Star Wars, yeah. Good point. I think we all love that he's stuck with that name for now. He's as of right now, he is a babe whether he wants to be or not. And it is a fate of his own choosing. Oh, what did you do for your ROM hack? wonder, is the challenge here that I'm supposed to get to 100,000, like 1,000,000 or something? Oh, see, I'm over the 5 minutes. Okay.
Babe. Biden, babe. Obama, babe.
The only game that matters. Do not ignore the scrimp. There's no way to trade from a ROM to a cartridge? That is... If that is doable, that is definitely an Ash question.
Yoda just looked like he ate 5 bags of Eddie Gui's.
Character studs. There's a video I saw where you can... Yeah, you can go ahead and post it. That's fine. That's not a problem. Alright. Revenge of the Sith. I knew as soon as you mentioned something involving a ROM, I knew Ash would be the right person to ask.
Really? The Wilhelm scream?
Yes, the Wilhelm scream. Of course. Would you expect? I mean, it's Star Wars. Would you expect anything else?
Pam, do the scream.
Oh, bro, you want me to embarrass myself by trying to do the Wilhelm scream when I've literally never once done it before in my life? And you want me to embarrass myself like that? Real son? Why do you hate me? Yeah, man. Oh!
I feel like Star Wars does design so well and so bad at times. Usually good, but when it messes up, it's ugly.
I think they have a better track record than they don't. I think in terms of design, I think they are generally pretty good. A handful. Wait, do you mind me asking which character specifically that you're not a fan of? Not that I necessarily disagree with you. I'm just curious which ones you're referring to. Oh, dang it. I missed a red brick right there.
Implad, you know what that is. I know what everything is. In fact, I named it the Wilhelm Scream. I said, wow, that sounds like I'll Willy Wilhelm. And they said, thank you, future president.
He was barely
told
alive.
me about going to see the first Star Wars. He said it didn't matter if you were a man or woman, white, black, or other, old or young. Everyone came together for the love of Star Wars.
True.
Donald Trump.
I do think that generally speaking, like Star Wars was one of the most unifying things for like an entire, well, not just one generation, multiple generations. It's one of the reasons that it is still so well beloved, even though it has problems. Do you think that's actually legit though? Like, who is that coming from? That's what I want to know. Because that sounds like something that gets started as a rumor, and then somehow gets picked up and legitimized, and then people go absolutely crazy. That it just, I don't know why. That sounds suspicious to me. I mean, obviously, they could be doing that. But I'd be very surprised. To be fair, it wouldn't be the first time they've removed stuff out of canon.
God. Star Trek Stream 1 Bro.
Star Trek stream? How many Star Trek games are there? I mean, surely there's gotta be some Star Trek games,
it's not canon to true Star Wars fans. It's Wokaf and Gav.
God.
It's no rumor. I coined the Wilhelm Scream.
That wasn't what I was referring to. Why are you gay? Why are you gay? I swear, it's one of my favorite.
You are welcome.
One of my favorite memes is the Ugandan. Why are you gay? It's just, it's so iconic the way that he says it. It's so freaking funny. Why are you gay? On that same note, one of my favorite jokes going around was like the guy who does the magic trick says, "All right, you know, when I snap my fingers, you're going to forget that you were ever gay." And then the dude snaps his fingers, and he's like, the other guy's like, "Wait, but I was never gay." He's like, "Exactly. See, the magic trick works." And it's the funny. I laughed so many times every time it pops up, and even like different versions from the original of people doing that joke. It just makes me laugh every time. Don't forget to use the plastic force to save. Fair point.
Why are you gay?
Did I ever watch Hocus Pocus? The original? Yes. I have not.
Bring back conversion theory.
I think you're trying to make a spicy, to put it kindly, joke, but I don't think it works.
I'm gay because I love men dead. Gosh.
All right. No, so I have not seen Hocus Pocus 2 yet. They're casting for... Wait. I mean, I guess they would be casting the cast. I wish the Star Wars Lego Star Wars remake... Oh, it wasn't such a disappointment. Yeah, that's pretty much the pretty universal feeling, sentiment that I've gotten from everybody who has, you know, commented about it. Has said that the Star Wars saga was really disappointing. Which is unfortunate. Because it's a giant open world with nothing to do in it.
Can a dude gay a bit? Hey, oh, I'm dating over here.
Why are you gay?
Are you gay?
Gay? Hey, Morgan Freeman actually says it pretty well. His voice actually kind of reads the word well. Yeah, Daniel. If you, I mean, I guess it depends on how much is it worth it for you to make the joke. Because yeah, you might get timed out for it. You might.
These aren't delusional, that's the funny thing.
Not worth it yet. Hey, as long as you know you're gonna get a slap on the wrist for it, and if you're willing, I mean...
Man, I love me a nice bowl of
That sounds like Trump trying to say aside. Dooku again.
Why is bro always talking about gays and ladyboys?
Because that's all
he's trying to tell us something.
It's all that he is. I think he's secretly got a little closet situation going on. So you know, we should respect his desire to stay in the closet, because he clearly is, you know, likes to make antagonistic jokes because he's trying to cover up something. That's my theory. Oh, hold on. Were you asking me what my favorite movie is? And are we talking about, like, in a specific context? Or are we talking about, like... Are we talking about, like my favorite Star Wars movie or favorite movie in general? well, that doesn't work. Okay, so yeah, so that's definitely need to avoid that. Favorite movie of all time? You know, I might have to say...
Well, I wished I lived under a rock.
Maybe Interstellar. If I had to... If I had to, like, give an answer and not, like, give, like, a top 10, which my preference would be a top 10. But, yeah, I'd probably say Interstellar. Project Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary, that was, I know of Project Hail Mary, but I didn't know there was a movie about it. I mean, you're the one who keeps bringing up Tony Hinchcliffe. I don't have no idea who that is. Okay, what is going on here? Why isn't this working? Oh, because it doesn't bother him. The movie isn't even on your top 10, but the soundtrack is. So here to kind of give a little bit broader of a idea of my personal taste. Here I'll give like some of my other favorites. I think Gladiator is amazing. The Martian, I really enjoyed The Martian. What is going on here? There we go. The Martian, Memento. Almost, I feel like I need to watch. I feel like I need to pull up my. I feel like I need to pull up my movie list because I'm just like drawing a blank right now for some reason. Yeah, Martian is. I really enjoyed The Martian. Schindler's List. The Court Jester. White Christmas. Kung Fu Hustle probably wouldn't be in my top 10, but it's up there. I really love Kung Fu Hustle. But I don't think it quite makes top 10. Yeah, so the other ones for top 10, yeah, I would say, I am taking it seriously. No, here's the thing. Before I started this channel, I was a hardcore cinephile. I had a double feature where I watched both of the Thing movies back to back. It's awesome. Yeah, the reason I'm taking this seriously is because before I started this channel, like, movies were that was my thing. No, and you don't have to. No, it's fine. Like, I am taking it super seriously. Oh no, not me, Zach. Oh, I got you. Okay. No, but I am taking it seriously. And you are tussling in the streets. Let me think of some of my other favorite movies. The Scarlet Pimpernel, the one that has Ian McKellen in it, because there's like 4 different Scarlet Pimpernels, but specifically the one that has Ian McKellen in it. White Christmas, Singing in the Rain, maybe Rogue One. I really, really like Rogue One. Scarlet Pimpernel, not Pumpernickel. Bad Santa. Ooh, nice. The Bad Santa's funny. Science geek at heart. I totally respect that, man. Dude, I became academic after I left my time at college. I was
All right, one more.
horrible
I actually
student.
really dug Star Wars Visions.
Star Wars Visions, I'm not familiar with that one.
Wee woo wee skibidi toilet 67 yeet.
Sag. Big Sag didn't work. Didn't work. I do think General Grievous
Star Wars
is
Visions is a series where each episode is its own story done by an animation studio.
okay.
Skibbity yeet. What is going on here? Oh, come on. What is with this platform I was
here?
never in class. Had someone do my homework for me while I skipped class and studied what piqued my interest.
What is going on here? What am I doing wrong?
While they copied the health meter from Zelda SMH.
Get up there. If I have to double jump at least 50 more times, do you think after like 49 more times it'll actually work? Maybe? It could. It's possible. Possible might be a bit generous. There we go. Got it. I have Bunda. You mean Buddha? Oh, Boondologist? Shoot. There we go. Okay. So we are halfway through movie The Revenge of the Sith. I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. I will be back shortly. See you soon. Well, actually, I would do this first. It's got to have the intro. Hey, Ash, you got any plans for this next week? I was in another curvier world. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's keep this string going. Why is it not responding? Here we go. Am I related to Elon Musk because of how casually I go through all these games? What? No, I definitely don't have any of that Emerald Mine money. Definitely don't have any of that Emerald Mine money in my pocket. What? That I don't have the personality of all the e-girls he likes to watch? What? Where on earth are you pulling that from? I'll tell you what, I have some pretty particular feelings about the rare gem industry in general, actually. Alright, have a good night, Ash. I'll see you later. Always a pleasure to see you. And I hope your shoulder... It was your shoulder, right? I think you said it was your shoulder. I hope it feels better soon. Okay, there's one more of these somewhere. I didn't know you could do that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You got a Lego shrimp off AliExpress? That's awesome. He's had a desk. Okay, where's Yoda? Yoda, where you at, buddy? Yoda, where the frick are you? Oh, there you are. Does it involve human trafficking? Not that I know of. I don't believe it does. No, oh, about my comment about having, like, particular opinions about the precious in... Hey, Ren, how's it going? Been a stressful one? I'm sorry to hear that, man. This co-op, definitely how it's most fun to play. It is most fun to play co-op. I think I'm gonna see if I, if I may see if I can get somebody who wants to do co-op. No hype for Yoda. I would be down to do co-op if somebody wanted to. It would probably make it go faster also. Lame. Games are made for it. Yeah, I might do that for tomorrow night because I think that would be a lot of fun to do that with somebody in the channel. Who would like to do this? Would anybody here be interested in doing co-op on this? Yeah, Parsec. I need to look that up. I'm assuming that will work on... Now, do you need Parsec if you're on the Steam version? Or is that how it... Is that what you need to do it? Why can I not get both of them up here at the same time? Someone else needs a PC, right? And the game, of course. Okay. Why can I not? They don't... Wait, they don't need a copy? Okay. Now, drop out. Parsec emulates it like you're playing alongside. Okay. Oh, shoot. Bro, don't. Oh, dang it. Drop out. Parsec does work with this. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so, if somebody wants to, would anybody here like to do, starting from tomorrow, would you guys be interested in doing co-op on this? Would anybody like to? If so, I may actually end this a little short, so a little early, so that I don't finish too much of it, and have the original trilogy left to go. Because I am getting close to the end of the third of 6 movies, so it might not be a bad idea to pause after that, after the third one, and then just wait until tomorrow when I've been able to set it up for somebody else to play with me. So I may do that. I thought that would do it. You can't get with the visuals? Yeah, I'll connect with on Discord and see if somebody wants to play with me on this stream. Land on the top, please. So Ren, if you don't mind me asking, this was, well, okay, that's actually kind of a complex question to answer because it was 2005, 2006, and 2007. So that's kind of a awkward question to answer. Because you had the prequel trilogy that came out in 2005 as a standalone game. Then you had the original trilogy that came out in 2006 as a standalone game. And then you had this one, which combined the two, that came out in 2007. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so imagine you get the Force, but only for Lego bricks.
Get the Force, but only for Lego bricks. Gosh, what a disappointment that would be. Well, I'll tell you one thing that would do. I would definitely make... I would be able to make, like, tons of money. Less delay here. Yeah. I know YouTube still is a little bit behind the game when it comes to timing on live streams. They just aren't. I mean, they're pretty good, but there's like a 15 to 30 second delay on YouTube.
I mean, you could take over all the Lego factories.
Yep, I could definitely take over all the Lego factories and be a Netflix original level villain, because I am the guy who took over all the Lego factories. No, but what would be cool with that ability would be to go and do, like, imagine going to a Lego convention and then just freaking the heck out of a bunch of people because you're making, like, Star Wars Lego ships fly around. About 1.5 second difference between YouTube and Twitch. Really, that's it? Bro, I've been working on my own villain arc for a long time. You don't get to take credit for that. I've been putting in work on that. Oh.
Most villain backstories started with a tragedy that showed them the reality of the world. Ham started with streaming Lego Star Wars.
What are we to take that to mean? What is the grand implication of Lego Star Wars that is being learned here. Here's the thing. I know, like the ones commenting that probably didn't vote
The
for
Legos.
this game.
They broke him.
But y'all need to, like, campaign for, you know,
Where does it
better
end?
votes then. Where does it end? If, you know, here's the thing. There is a structure to how these games are picked. Vote better. If you don't like it, then vote better. Granted, I actually do enjoy this game, so I don't mind. But, you know, that's me. The person playing the game. Which is, playing the game is obviously a very different experience than, you know, watching somebody play a game. Bid or bid? Oh yeah,
People were hitting on Redata, but let this slide. What the cuss, bro?
Are you guys really not enjoying this much? Like, just shoot straight. Okay, Ren's down. Ren likes it. I don't mind you guys being honest. Better co-op for sure. It would definitely be better co-op. That's. I don't think that's up for debate.
I don't hate the game, but had a miserable time playing it.
Explain to me how in God's green earth that makes any even, like, remote lick of sense. I don't hate the game, but had a miserable time playing it.
I'm just here for the conversation.
What? You gotta explain that with me. You gotta explain that one to me, brother. I don't get that one bit. Played alone, yeah. Oh shoot, I was not paying attention. Yeah. Yeah, should not. So I
on Lego stock.
I only
Star
ever
Wars
played
is
them alone.
okay. It's kind of weird.
Because yeah, I only ever played them alone. Oh snap. I never had anybody to play them with when I was growing up. I know that sounds like really depressing, but that's just the case. Yeah, there was actually a few people that came around on Radiata stores. Oh, I can imagine it would be so much better. Come on. I hate I really have always hated the ones where you're, like, facing away from where you're running. And you're trying to, like, jump. And it's just annoying not being able to see where you're jumping to. I played the Lego P games with your son. Lego P. Oh, you played the Lego games with your son. I gotcha. That's true. I think one of the things I'm super like almost indescribably excited for is the experience of watching and playing with my son on and other kids. You know, whether I have sons or daughters after my firstborn. All these different games that I loved as a kid and grew up playing, and now I'm just excited to play them with, you know, with my son. So yeah, there's just a lot of cool things about it. Like, for instance, there's so many movies that I'm looking forward to my son seeing, and it's cool stuff. It's a lot to look forward to. I feel like I can't really speak very well today. I feel like I'm just floundering with my words. The tablet keypad is not working for you tonight? I mean, so that's basically like we're both in the same boat then. Hey Yogi, I didn't even realize you were here.
I would play with you, but I'd just screw you over every chance I could get.
Honestly, that could be pretty entertaining, though. If I'm being honest, like, that could be pretty funny. Shoot.
I feel bad though, since you're such a wholesome dude.
Dude, it's all a front. It's all a front. I mean, that's partially true and partially not. I appreciate that they gave Obi-Wan a bunch of hearts here. Okay. Yes, this is the Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan versus Anakin. I'm confused why Anakin is being buddy-buddy in some parts, then the next game being a jerk to Obi-Wan. So basically, it's because the game is meant for two-player, or meant, you know, it's...
Wow, him actually stomps on flowers in Flower's bed and leaves his dog out when it rains.
Yep.
Horrible.
No notes. Yeah. So, but anyway, to answer your question, Oogie, you don't want to know about the dungeon? It literally just has, like, the room is entirely empty. There's nothing actually in the room, but all of the walls have wallpaper of just thousands of pictures of Daniel, just like across the entire wall. And then the floor and ceiling are, the floor is all photos, like mugshots of Zach. But they're different mugshots from all of his different times that he's been arrested. So that way I can walk on Zach, which just fills me with a deep sense of joy. And then the ceiling is all photos of Rara, because he's who I look up to and aspire to be someday. There's nothing in the room though; it's completely empty.
Like I said, a wholesome menace.
A wholesome menace. Ren, you're just over there like putting up all these meme faces. What is that one that... Alright, so I do think I'm going to take the suggestion of now at least a couple different people. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream a little bit short
Okay,
today.
but actually the Force Unleashed 1 and 2 would be awesome to see you okay.
Oh, I probably will play them. I do think I'm gonna go ahead and end it short tonight because I want to get set up for doing a co-op tomorrow. And anybody that wants to do co-op, no, I had no idea where that came from. Well, to be fair, Ren, Spectral actually had mentioned something to that effect a little bit earlier. But, hey, Mayor, how's it going? Ending stream when I get here. Rip. Well, hey, if you want to do co-op, you can do co-op. So anybody who wants to do co-op with me on this, just let me know on Discord. I'll send a message out on Discord to see if anybody wants to join. And then we'll be able to pick up from the original trilogy. So... episodes 4, 5, and 6, and then we'll go into the 100%. And if you can only make it for like one day or whatever, that's fine. If multiple people want to do it, then we can do we can switch up who does it each day to try and spread the love a little bit. So anyway, I'll send a message out on Discord. One additional person can do it. So it can be me plus one other person. So if multiple people want to do it, then we'll just switch up who's doing each day. So we'll if there's like 3 people that want to do it, then we'll do 3 days with one person each day, just to try and make it fair. So if you do want to do co-op, just shoot me a message. Like I said, I will put a post on Discord so that people know. But I'm gonna go get that set up. Between today and tomorrow, so that I will be ready to do it when tomorrow's stream starts. People about to sell and ruin the run, possibly. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, I do have to do some testing to make sure I can get it to work first. I've been told the program that should make it work, but I'll have to do some digging and make sure that I can get it to execute it properly. So. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end it early tonight, just so that this is as good a stopping point as any, because I just finished the Revenge of the Sith, so this is a good stopping point. Alright. Have a good night. I will see you all tomorrow, and hopefully we'll do some co-op play. Have a good one, and take care, guys. See ya.